Okay. No, they didn't add no Christmas music. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Can I get a thumbs up or something in the okay, okay, good. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Someone typed they could not hear me, so I do apologize. So, damn, I hope y'all didn't miss everything I said. I'm saying some good shit. Okay, so let's get to the cookie. So when they go to the cookie, like I was telling you guys, you have the triangle, you have the star, you have the circle, and the umbrella. Mind you, I have not watched this movie, so I do understand when everybody kept telling, don't touch the umbrella. At this point, everyone touched the circle, the star, and the triangle. The umbrella was left. You have 20 seconds to make a decision. You standing your dumb ass there saying, I'm not touching the umbrella. I'm not touching the umbrella. You got 10 seconds left. Nine, eight, seven, six, five. Then that fool says, oh, okay. You didn't want to touch it. Oh, yeah, eliminated. Baby, let me tell you something. Oh my God. I know I'm eliminated, so I'm about to beat that ass. I'm like, you can put your hand on the umbrella symbol because you worry about the cookie situation. I get it. I get it. I 100% get the umbrella is more difficult and harder to deal with. But why is it people can't just make a unanimous decision? And this really, realistically, is real life. 185, 165, gone. Just like that. 170, gone. Just like that. Because they had their faces. In the beginning, in the beginning, they didn't have their faces. When they had the faces up there, but to me, it was more powerful when they had the face and their number being picked off 198. So you go down to a number of players. We're at 192 right now. How many players left in the game at this point? Because the first group just got eliminated because they couldn't make a decision. So if I'm the second group going in, my mind is this: I am going to choose a symbol. I am not about to trip about this symbol because, period, a whole group just got eliminated. So if I'm gonna be a sacrificial lamb, I might go in and just say, I'm gonna do the umbrella. Okay. First of all, I love me some Dash. Dash is so messy with that pretty red hair. Dash is messy. That's my boo. Dash be like, look, let me tell y'all something, okay? Oh, even in the beginning, he would be a messy. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Hilarious. So the second group gets ready to go in. 432 and 107 was very good leaders. I was so disappointed with having 432. But 432 and them were super, to me, were leaders. They got hated on because they are. Mind you, somebody who is strong, who is a leader in this type of environment is going to be hated on. Because, to be honest, a lot of the rest of them are not. Just being real. So, second group goes in. I'm like, okay, y'all saw the first group and what went down. Y'all should not have any kind of problems going in there and simply touching the damn symbol. It's literally not to me it's not rocket science. This is a part of the show that I don't understand why it was so difficult. Now, like I said, mind you, I didn't watch the show, so I'm looking at it pretty biased. I didn't know about the umbrella situation. I didn't know what that meant. So I'm looking at it like touch symbol. If it's difficult, your team got to deal with it. Point blank period. Okay, the umbrella gonna be hard to cut. Get it going. Stop tripping. So then the second time they go in to say, let's run and race to our target. How is that fair? Bro, when the blonde dude ran to the wall, when they because him and the black dude, 288 and 4454 ran into the star. I was laughing so hard. Because I was like, did he not see him going to the symbol? Anyway, so now he said, I'm ready to die. I'm going to die for this. I'm like, bro, this is a game. Calm down. They said, your team is going to hate you if you do not pick a shape. Go with the umbrella. Be do with it. He was like, I'm not going with the umbrella. Now he's touching the star, even though oh boy did it first. See, this is what I'm saying. To me, it was the selfishness for me. You know you touched the star after the fact. You was over there with somebody else touching the same symbol. You're not being fair. Like it was very, very frustrating and a little bit selfish. If we all get sent home because you don't want to touch the fucking umbrella, like I said again, I didn't know that with the cookie thing, you get a team in which your team comes together, then you have to do the whole whatever, whatever. Okay, I didn't understand that. So I want to go ahead and get into the third team that goes in with the guy that cries. The guy that cries that goes in this, the one that ended up choosing the umbrella. Okay. So when he ended up choosing the umbrella, that fool stopped everything and said, okay, okay, if I choose this umbrella, will you help me with my cookie? I said, this is not Big Brother. HOH, the last one hanging off the wall. And somebody's like, will you drop and not nominate me? This is not the same situation. 50 Shades of Grey. Go ahead, baby. You have the floor.
Hey, Kamesha. Thank you
Hey, sweetie.
so much for hosting this because I've been waiting to see if there was going to be a space about Squid Games. And hi, everyone. I want to tell you, I agree with you 100% on what you're saying because, and I love your perspective that you have not seen the show Squid Games, so it's very fresh. I watched the show, and just when I recovered from the trauma of it, they come out with Squid Games The Challenge. So I'm traumatized all over again. And I agree with you. I'm very much a numbers person, a logic person. And it's like, okay, once you knew the first ones were eliminated because they couldn't come to a decision, you are 100% going to be eliminated if you don't make a decision. We already know this. They know this. And that is different from the Squid Games. But, and with that being said, okay, going into it, even with the umbrella, you've got a 50-50 shot. I would rather have a 50-50 shot than a 100% shot of being eliminated. So that's my opinion on it. And I was glad that Messy Dash, and by the way, I've known him for years. I love him. And I knew that he would be messy in this game. So, yeah, Tamisha, you know. So, I'm glad that he stepped in and is like, somebody push the umbrella. Who cares? Just do it.
So, first of all, love Dash. I'm telling you, I need to follow everybody. I'm trying to find everybody. It's really difficult because Netflix keeps it kind of hush, hush, unless someone actually says they come out and said, hey, I'm on the show. It's fine. So, I do love me some Dash. So, I'm going to say, but 299, and I'm not saying because he's crying. I'm not saying because everybody kind of cried, no shade. I mean, I was like, damn, everybody's crying. But 299 was annoying. 299 says, I will pick a freaking door if you listen to me. And everybody's like, what is the tea? We have 50 seconds left. And you are sitting here saying to everybody, stop and listen to me, even though there's one symbol left. He said, I'm here to help people. If I finish my cookie, I'm willing to help someone else if they help me. I will pick this freaking umbrella if you guys promise me. And I know you people all out there see me. I was like, dramatic as fuck. He said, this sounds so sexual, but spit on someone else's cookie, please. What? He said, I'm going to spit right on your cookie. I said, what the hell? He said, I want to help other people. I was like, touch the damn umbrella. This is ridiculous. They literally had 30 seconds left. And that fool just standing there. Come on, I'll help you finish it. 432 says, shake my hand. I'll help you finish it. Bro, y'all on different teams. How did this even happen? Now, mind you, I didn't know because just like Shades of Grey said, I didn't watch. So no. Everybody got so mad. They looked at 432 like the villain. 432 wasn't the villain, actually. 432 was just arrogant and was a strong competitor, but he wasn't the villain. So I don't agree with that. I think they gave him a bad situation because they were mad. I'm sorry. They were mad that fool was going to come in and kick ass. Okay, so let's go in to the circle. Baby, when they, again, y'all, I'm telling y'all, everybody was like, knew what was going on. I had no damn clue. So people had to break it down to me the message. I'm like, what are they doing licking this cookie? How does it taste? Somebody said it tastes like crumb. I was like, crumb my favorite flavor. I would have killed this whole competition. Now I'm gonna say this. I do not think I would have licked it the entire time. I think I would have gave it like a good lick around, where the you can see the the circle shape, because I didn't know you had a little tool. So I would have got the sharp stick after of licking just the circle part, and then I would have started chipping away at it because it's a perfect circle. Hey, Robin Boo, what's going on, Mama?
Hey, excuse me. That didn't come out right. Hey, how are you today? Um,
I am awesome, girl. I'm obsessed with this show. What you got to say about this show, girl?
Look, this show is hilarious to me. I actually, at first, I didn't care for 432. I was like, okay, dude, go sit down somewhere. But I ended up liking 432, and that was even before he told his story about his background. When he told his background, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But I liked 432. I was kind of heartbroken after what happened to him because it wasn't in his control. But yeah, the cookie thing, look, maybe it's just me and my old dirty mind. But that was a real odd looking sequence, the way they were licking those cookies. Maybe it's just me, but I was just kind of like, okay, y'all get it then. But no, I probably would have licked and then spit on the front part of the cookie and then used the tool. I actually think though that the triangle might have been the easier one. I know a lot of people said the circle, but to me that triangle just seemed easier. But
I thought it was just me. No, I thought the same thing, Robin. I felt like to me the triangle would have been easier because all you have those two sides and then the bottom. Like literally, once you hit the sides break or even the bottom, you literally just take the pieces off. To me, a circle, yeah, but to me it was so easy to break the circle, just like the umbrella. Because if you stick, the little thing they had, and one wrong part, that whole thing breaks. It was super sensitive. A lot of to me, they were panicking. Okay, let me take y'all back. You remember when you're a kid in your school and you were doing a test, and you start seeing other kids get up because they finished their test first. Human nature is you start rushing through your shit. Like, what am I rushing for? I'm trying to pass the damn test. So with the cookie thing, I'm using that scenario because I felt like people were sitting there doing their cookie. They all have the same amount of time, but if somebody else was like, oh, 198, passed or whatever. Everybody starts freaking out in their mind, like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up. And when they started panicking, their hands, you can see their hands were
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
shaking. They was already crying emotional. Some people were throwing up. That was disgusting. 2366 was, I don't want to talk about, he was nasty. But anyway, they started panicking and breaking their cookies. And that's why I was like, come on, calm down. I love to see the mom and the son when they got through with theirs. I don't know. I really enjoy watching their dynamic. Them getting their bond and everything. But a lot of people were getting their cookie whatever quickly. Like I saw the one guy did it. He didn't have a lot of spit was his. The mom, I love how she did hers. She didn't do. I don't think she did any licking at all. I watched the mom the whole time. She didn't do any licking. She just started chipping away. So I think everybody had their own method to do it, which is it is what it is. I love them to say, player 267, pass. Player 261, pass. Player 429, eliminated. I was like, this bitch. Hey Sammy. I was like, oh my God. Whenever she would say, player eliminated. That shit killed me. Every time she said that shit, bro. I was like, oh. But now I will admit, I do understand now. Now that I've watched it, I can say I understand about the umbrella. And the reason why I say it is because with the umbrella, baby, I think none of them came back. Like, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Like, four people came back out the umbrella. Damn near everybody else got eliminated. What's up, Sammy? First of all, for everybody who's here, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys drank a lot, ate a lot, cooked a lot. If you didn't do any of that, you sat on somebody's couch and you did all that. Okay? Sammy, what's good, baby?
Hey, hey. So I literally like was watching Squid games this Thanksgiving because I was like, okay, let's see what this is, what it's given. But when I tell you I cackled when she was like the eliminated player, I don't know who was doing that voice, but I cackled like crazy. But I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. My thing is with the whole first challenge with the little, I guess, like you couldn't be seen by the little robot girl. I don't know her name, but I don't know why people are suing Netflix. I mean, y'all signed up for a show. Y'all knew what y'all were coming on to. Allegedly. Um, but I'm just happy at the battleship that cocky guy was eliminated because I really wanted him to be gone. I felt like he would have been good for the challenge or something. But other than that, he can go. Honestly, and the cookie was making me hungry, so I did bake some cookies during that challenge. So yeah, I did some gingerbread cookies, and I made gingerbread houses. You guys are well doing that, so yeah.
Sammy, you are so silly with your shade. So hold on, I'm gonna get to you, Raven, just a second. I want to say about 432. 432 had a moment where him and 198, and 198 to me was kind of the villain. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys why. Follow me here. 432 and 198 had an encounter. When he go down the stairs, he sees 198. He said, "Let me tell you something." He said, "I'm not gonna touch you. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you." He said, "You call me fat boy again." Uh, he didn't say anything. He said, "I won't put my hands on you because I won't." 198 said, "Yes, but when I get off this bitch, I might." Okay, baby. 198 says, "Okay, fat boy," and walked away. Now 198 looks like he's 80 pounds wet. And it's no shade. It's no shade. But to me, even when I saw him run up the stairs, I'm like, this dude can beat the crap out of you. Why are you even doing that? It's weird. Whatever. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on that because I feel like 432 really became the villain when 198 did that. Okay. Picture says, Gray, you get the floor, baby. Go ahead.
I just, I'll say something about that in a minute. But yes, I agree with you. I'll leave it at that. But going back to the voice saying, the number you're eliminated. Funny story, I was at Safeway on Wednesday after having binged all of it. And obviously, whoever was making announcements in Safeway had watched it because all of a sudden I heard, "Delicatessen, you've been eliminated." Oh, I mean, you've got a call on line 2. I died laughing and the aisle was full and I'm looking around and there were a couple people that really laughed about it. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, you all stayed up with me last night and watched this. But anyway, so I just thought that was a funny story.
Well, go ahead, Picture says, Gray. How do you feel about what I said about 432 and 198 since you already had the mic? 432 and 198 had an encounter, and I felt like it kind of changed because 198, I feel like it was a villain. But go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what? I thought he came across as an asshole, 432 did. But he came across as the one that you love to hate in a show that brings the drama, brings the entertainment. But when he did that, personally, I thought that was really a bad move. Obviously, I would say at least maybe 75% or 80, if not more percent of the people that were there obviously watched the show before they went. And that's how they knew what to do. And I would hope that 432, I mean, he came in as a villain or as an asshole, and he became a villain, I think, at that point and made people really hate him. But personally, I think he just used this show to get on other shows, and we see that because he's already on one of the dating shows coming up. So he got what he
Wait a
wanted
minute,
out of it.
wait.
Yes,
Girl,
yes.
what show is he on? Somebody send me the details. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna dig down the
I'll
rabbit hole.
I'll send it over to you. I'll DM it. But he's on what is it? Perfect Match, I think it is, season 2.
No, he
Yes.
is not.
Yes. 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 Yes, he is.
Oh my
And
God, please send me the
yeah,
information. I want
I'll
to
be
interview him
more
so
than happy
badly.
to.
I want to interview him
I'll
so
be
bad,
more
I
than happy
swear.
to.
What is his
Okay.
what is his name? Do we know his name?
Brighton, Brytan.
Can you send me his well if you know his information, can you send me his name? Because people are giving him a hard time online about this thing. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get back to the
You bet.
show. So let's get back to the show. I want to talk about I'm sorry, Robin. I want to get Robin's also her opinion on it. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Robin and hang on forever. I want to get Robin's take and Sammy's take on 432 and 198, the incident in the hallway. Robin.
Okay, so I'm kind of with you on it. At that point, I was like, yeah, he kind of arrogant. He's a little bit of an ass. But it was also one of those moments where he's saying to you, man, don't call me that. Now, could he have gone about it a little bit differently? But then 198 goes and makes the little comment as he's walking off. 198 wouldn't have done that in the real world. He wouldn't have done that in the real world. He knows, okay, you're protected because of this game, and that it came back to bite him in the ass because when he was in need, it he tried to get 432 to come over, and 432 was the loudest saying, "Man, y'all better not pick up that phone." So, it bit him in the behind or whatever, bit him in the ass. But no, like I said before, unpopular opinion, but I actually ended up liking 432. Again, could he have handled that situation a little bit differently? Yes, but that would have been outside his character. That's just not the person that he was portraying himself to be in the game.
I felt like you trying to be real, and he didn't want to BS. And 198, I'm sorry, boy, you know good well with Robin. If y'all was outside of this place, you wouldn't have even spoken to that dude like that. I saw you back in that corner. You thought he would hit you. I saw you. You were scared. Don't do it. Sammy, how'd you feel about 198 and 432's encounter in the hallway? About the frat boy comment.
Um, I mean, 432. I mean, I just he disgusts me. He made my ass itch. God will save that. And that's very uncommon. Um, and that's very uncommon with me. But I mean, I feel like throughout like the games and stuff, he was portraying himself to be. I don't know if he was putting on like this little character for like the Squid Games. You don't know how like some jocks or people come on there and they're like not really like that in their actual life. I just think he was doing that for the show. Um, and I mean, hey, I mean, if he's on perfect match, I mean, I hope he gets eliminated effective immediately. Shout out to him in his future endeavors, but hopefully he's not back on my screen until 2026.
Sammy, you Jay, baby, damn. Okay, so forever, welcome to the panel, baby girl. How you doing? Happy holidays to you. What do you want to add to this shenanigans today? Can you hear me? Oh, you said 1 second. Okay, so she said 1 second. No problem. No problem. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue what I was talking about. So to continue about after the whole situation with the cookie thing was actually done, and I told you guys you everybody kind of realizes that not a lot of people came back from the umbrella challenge. And to me, they were so worried about the what's that, the tug of war, whatever crap. They were so focused on that. Like most challenge shows, you should be focused on what is in front of you. I love how 302, which is the mother and the son, she went over to 432, and that's what got me for 432. When they had their conversation and they spoke about things, I loved it because as a mother, she's just listening to him. He's like, "This is who I am, period." She said, "Cool. I just want to get to know you because you do come off a certain way. People are talking about you. So I want to get to know you for who you are." And I feel like that moment for me was good. And it goes on for him talking about his mother, him being a mixed race, all these things. So we're gonna get to the telephone. Go ahead, Sammy, before we get to the phone. Hold on, Sammy, before you, because Forever's here. Go ahead, baby. She's back. She's ready. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Camesha? Sorry if my connection might be a little weird. I'm in Mississippi, so the connection might be a little bit much.
You sound good though. You sound good.
Okay, that's good. My question is, I was sitting up here and I was like, oh, there's Squid Game 2, and I'm like, okay, they talking about like the series, Netflix series, or like this challenge, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this before, and it's on Netflix or whatever. So like they doing like is it like a real life game to a Squid Game? Like they get people to come in and try to like compete and see if they can win the money or something like that.
Girl, yes, literally. It's literally like the challenge shows that I talk about all the time we watch, but it's like the Squidward. It's called the Squid Game, the challenge, literally. And like I said, I didn't watch the movie, so for me, I'm watching it just biased. But from what people are telling me, all the things y'all saw in the movie is being implemented in this show, like the cookie challenge they had, the red light, green light. But in this instance, some people are dying. Unfortunately, they just get like shot with some ink, and they're eliminated from the show. Still very dramatic.
I like that because it's like I seen the Mr. Beast version of it, and I seen like the show, and I was like, you know what, and that would be kind of cool to be able to compete on that because the cookie challenge. I'm like, you know what, I want a challenge. I'll take the umbrella. I'm not gonna be sitting up here saying I'm scared because like you get eliminated, and it's the same thing in the show. You really don't have time to like say I don't want to. I don't want to. No, you gonna have to risk it to get the biscuit. But I like what you're saying because like I don't know why people would be so fickle on that. Like you about to lose your money, and the more people that hesitate, then it creates everybody wanting to hesitate around them, and that's annoying. And I'm like, I don't want nobody to do that, especially with the glass panel game where you have to like guess which panel it is. I don't want nobody guessing. Like if I end up dropping into the pit, then it is what it is.
I'm intrigued by all of it because it's new to me and I'm really into this show. So I want to get to the phone thing because Rob brought up earlier and I'm to the point of my notes. So 198 gets to the phone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sammy, go ahead, baby. And then after that, I'll get to the phone. Go ahead, Sammy.
I just want to say I'm hoping that the mother and son do the amazing race because I just love their dynamic. I'm not saying I don't know if they would, but like I'm really hoping that they do the amazing race because I just love the mother and son. Like I don't know what it is, but I hope they win the entire thing because ugh, I hope they do.
No, I do love them as their relationship. It's just a lot about them I love. So let's get to 198. 198 goes to the phone. The phone is ringing. And he rings the phone, literally. He's so pissed off 432. He's not focused, in my opinion, on the game at this point. It's more personal. I want to answer this phone and hope that I get to eliminate someone. And that's what he says. That is what he wants to happen. He answers the phone. He goes, I want to eliminate 432. Then he said, what's the worst that could happen? I said, oh my God, everything. Okay? Everything. So he answered the phone. And he says, and he was standing there the whole time. He didn't want anybody else to get the phone. He said, player, do not hang up this call until you are told to do so. The thing about it, people were noticing how he was acting weird. As a result of answering this call, excuse me, he was very cocky to a lot of people too. And 432 was watching. You will be given the opportunity to enjoy a treat. Baby, let me tell y'all something. When they brought the burger and fries out, first of all, let me tell you something. The thing about it, I didn't like it when he went to go grab the food. I was like, "You are remedial or something?" Not saying that he is. I'm just saying, why in the world would you walk around or let them take your food? Because I already know myself. I don't play with my food, baby. I will knock the shit out of you. Grabbing my burger or fries or whatever. We are about to get into it. Then thing about it, when he brought the food out, I'm wondering why did he grab the tray? Then he's like, he ate one fry and everybody attacked his phone. I said, what the? I said, I don't. That fool said, Jaden said there was a big fat juicy burger. She said she ran away. The best burger she had in her life. Because she grabbed the burger and she ran. I was laughing so hard. And he said, wait, this was my treat. But you didn't do anything. You did not react. That's how I know 198 would get towed up from 432. They literally took your plate. I'm like, oh my God. This is so crazy to me. So the phone does ring again. And he goes running to it. I don't understand how they even let him do it. That fool had a little corner for his own burger. What kind of crap is that? So he goes, answers the phone. But to me, everybody who complains about it shouldn't say anything because they didn't go to the phone neither. So I don't know why people complain about anything. So he goes to the phone and they say, "You got 2 minutes." He said, you're about to be eliminated. Pretty much. You have 2 minutes to get somebody else to get to this phone. 2 minutes to convince somebody to come to this phone. And once they get to the phone, they will be eliminated. That fool, but he answered the phone and he was like, as a result of answering this call, you are now at risk of being eliminated. His face, that fool said, shit. He said, when another player accepts the phone, they will be at risk of elimination. So the girls was looking at him, they were by the phone, and she was like, we're gonna walk away. He'd be on the phone a long time, he's being really quiet. The time limit is 2 minutes. If you fail to convince another player to get the phone, you will be eliminated. Baby, the way he was looking, he wasn't even doing a poker face. He wasn't even trying to hide it. So then 432, that's the thing about it for me. That was the first person you said with 432. Tell me, hey, do you want a chocolate muffin? No, I do not want a chocolate muffin. The fuck? I said that. I said, what? He was horrible. He deserved to be eliminated. I'm sorry. I looked at him like the villain. The way he was with that cup, trying to wave 432 over to my, come over here. Fool, you just was in the hallway. You just got into it. Why am I going to come to get anything from you? I know automatically you want me to go home. You told the entire room. What? Go ahead, Sammy.
Okay, I will say this now. I know daggone well these people know how to play Battleship. I, I like I I know all of y'all know how to play Battleship. Now, when I forgot which one it was, the first round where 432 was eliminated, I forgot.
Hold on, Sammy.
Okay,
Before we get to that, I want okay. So, Robin, how did you feel about the call? 'Cause you the one that got me to do the phone call. It's in my notes in this anyway, but I want to get to the call first, Sammy. So when 198 was trying
okay.
to bring everybody up with the muffin, Robin, what'd you think about that?
I cackled, to be quite honest with you. I cackled. I was like, dude, that's what you get for answering that phone twice. Like you have to know that they do crazy stuff with this game. So why on earth would you go answer the phone again? Like you got to treat the first time. They're not going to treat you twice. Like let's use some common sense. So when it happened, I was like, that's what you get for being greedy. take your little fry that you got because you got ganked for your burger. So take your little fry and whatever else you got to eat off of that plate and go sit down somewhere and let someone else answer that phone. But he did a horrible job. It was written all over his face as soon as he answered that phone and she said, "You are at risk of being eliminated." And I think somebody said, "Oh, there's fear in his eyes. There's fear in his eyes." And so he did a horrible job. Muffins? Who's gonna pick up the phone for muffins? I think someone else said, "Well, I would have said like a pizza party in the back, but you got to come answer the phone." I think 432 said that. That might have been somewhat convincing, but no, he did a horrible job. But he only had 2 minutes, so I'll give him a little bit of grace. He only had 2 minutes to try and figure out how to save his life in the game. But that's what happens when you're greedy.
100%. Wasn't he greedy? Baby, it's scary. But the ones you said had fear in his eyes was the three girls who came up to him when he got the second call and was trying to see what he was saying. But when he got quiet and made that weird face, that's when the girls said, "We're going to step away from this." That's when everybody was like, because at first you could tell he was happy. The first call, he don't have a good poker face. He had this "I'm scared," and everybody was like, "Oh, fuck that." And when 432 jumped up and said, "Y'all better not listen to him," because to me, as a people, y'all saw him first initially go to 432. He didn't go to like all you guys, "Hey, it's a muffin." He went specifically to one person. To me, that's strategic, and I would know, oh, it's something bad on that call. You've got to pay attention to this shit. Go ahead, Sammy.
Like when he did that call, that really reminded me of the Big Brother, the power of the last laugh. I thought that he was probably going to get like one of them power of the last laugh phone calls, but like you really went to pick up this telephone call, and then you like people were just looking and wondering like what's going on, like and then when she was like, "You have 2 minutes," I was like, whew. Now see, usually people can make stuff shake in 3 minutes, but 2 minutes, I felt for him. But I mean, that's him. But hey,
I'm sorry. I just feel bad for him and all. He was an ass. I'm sorry. If you are a skinny person like that and don't have a lot of strength or social game, because he didn't have either, then you either should have laid low or created alliance with people who have more than you. You created an enemy with somebody who has more than you. You created no friends or anything. So to me, 198, I didn't feel bad for him. He was trying to match 432 smoke and didn't even have air. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? If you don't sit your little ass down somewhere, that's why you got eliminated. Okay? Now, I do want to get to the battleship, but I have company, the family. So I got to deal with that. I'm going to come to a part two tonight, and we're going to start from the battleship all the way to the end of the show. Thank you guys for coming to the very first phase of the Squid Game challenge. Of course, you guys know I'm working on the cast. Y'all already know how I do. So if you know anything information about the cast, please DM it to me. So I'll be back tonight. Make sure you guys stop through. Thank you guys for coming up, Sammy. Forever. Is it Kira? Forever. I don't want to call you. Is it? How do you say your name, baby? I don't want to say your name incorrectly.
It's Kiani. You can call me Connie. A lot of my best
Oh,
friends
okay.
call me Connie. But
Connie, cute. Okay.
it's pronounced Kiani.
Kiani, okay, very cute. But I like Connie too. So Connie, Sammy, Robin, thank you guys for coming up. I think it was who else was up here with me? It was 50 Shades of Grape came up here. Thank you guys for coming up for the panel and speaking. I'll be live tonight. Y'all want to come through. With that being said, what they be saying? Red light, green light, red light, green light.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.